Good morning. Good morning from beautiful Jamaica. Nice and beautiful. Blue skies, birds chirping, sun shining. Listen to the sounds of the birds. Good morning. I'm having tea, green tea this morning. Very refreshing. And yes, it's hot. It's hot. And I'm having a sandwich. I'm having a breakfast sandwich. It's 8:26 in the morning. And I'm streaming from Jamaica. Welcome all new viewers to my channel, all new subscribers. Welcome to the Jules family. Thumbs up the live as you join, please. Hello, Mom. Cheers. I'm having internet problem. Thank you for telling me. It's looking good on my side. I never realized. Thank you. Let's see if I can fix that. Let's see if I can fix that problem. Am I still having internet issues? Please let me know. Family entertainment. Hi. Please like up the live and let me know where you're watching from. Morning. Good morning. How's the internet looking? Tropical Nomad. Please let me know how it's looking. Thank you. You're watching from Jamaica. Welcome to Jamaica. Watching from Jamaica. It's breakfast time. I'm having green tea. I'm having a breakfast sandwich. It's breakfast time. Tropical Nomad, how is it looking? If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. And check out my videos, guys. Nothing from you, Tropical Nomad? It's good, but slightly breaking. Still watchable though. Alright, thanks. After the live ends, I'll check it out and see if it's worthwhile keeping it up or keeping it in private. Nice refreshing green tea, no sugar added. It's a beautiful day and I'm home alone. My 3 children is at work. Yeah, I'll be home alone for most of the day. Trying to do some editing and uploading. Alright, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. And I always wonder if when we get the surges, if it's just people that speaks different languages. You know? I'm always curious to know because you don't really see anyone give a thumbs up or even comments, you know? And I got a couple surges here earlier. How's your morning going, guys? Yeah, yeah, I think we should. Because, you know, never, sometimes you see over 20 people in the surge, close to 20 people. I've gotten surges with over 50 people already. And no one even said hi. So I'm wondering if they don't really know what we're talking about. Not my favorite teacup, but I can work with it. My favorite color though. But not favorite teacup at all. Guys, do you have a favorite teacup or coffee cup? I think we all do. I think we all have a favorite teacup or coffee cup. For some reason, we enjoy having our tea or our coffee out of that one specific cup more than any other cup. Excuse me. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, so I'm feeling hungry. Otherwise, I wouldn't be eating this early. But you know, when you're awake for a certain amount of hours, you tend to get hungry. hmm Silent watchers, thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy watching me. I'm also inviting you to check out my videos. Mhm. Team Greenheart, good morning. Thank you. While you are having tea, I'm eating crackers out and cheese. Wow. You know, I cannot have, I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to avoid cheese unless it's vegetable cheese. But I used to enjoy crackers and cheese before I became lactose intolerant. Over the years, I've developed some symptoms that I wasn't born with. hmm Kind of weird, but God knows why. So even if it's Easter time, you wouldn't find me eating bun and cheese like that, more of a butter with bun, or just by itself. Excuse me, it's not good to eat and talk. I choke easily. I used to have an uncle. I had an uncle. May his soul continue to rest in peace. There's not one day that passed that he didn't have crackers and cheese. It was like his most favorite snack. So when he's buying cheese, he buys it by the big tin, not the half tin, you know. I think it's £3. Each time he's buying cheese, he would buy a £3 tin of cheese. Yeah, so more than likely when I go there, that would be his first thing to offer. And he would enjoy having it with coffee or tea. hmm He wasn't the sweet biscuit type of person. Crackers and cheese. hmm My uncle Samuel, my dad's brother. Unfortunately, he was the only uncle by my dad's side that I knew out of so many. Crackers and cheese. Yeah, I don't know how long it lasts, but that's what he would normally buy. Because and then back in those days, cheese was much cheaper than now. If you cannot afford a little slice of, some people can barely afford a half a pound of cheese, much less a £3 tin of cheese now. Cheese has gotten so expensive here in Jamaica and maybe worldwide. I don't know. And I'm talking about the regular tasty cheese. Oh, have a great day at work. Falmouth Rio. Bye. You have to train your palate to appreciate these flavors. You know, the green tea without any sweetener. Green tea is kind of a bit tangy, earthy. They're pricing us out of regular food. Imagine cheese becoming luxury. You know that it has been luxurious in Cuba way before it got so expensive here in Jamaica. A pound of cheese in Cuba from way back when. Yeah, and it's just made from cow's milk or goat milk, so I don't know why. And there's so much cows producing milk worldwide. The process is quite easy because if I want to make a pound, a gallon of milk, add a little vinegar or some citric acid or some lime juice or something to coagulate the milk, strain off the whey, add a little salt if you want. Some people add a little coloring, depends if they don't want the cheese to be white, and put it in a press. Wrap it in a piece of cheesecloth and put something heavy on it in a kind of a mold. Depends on the shape of that you want your cheese to have. And before you know it, in 24 hours, we have cheese. Oh my God, I would never ever want Jamaica to be like Cuba. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. That lifestyle wasn't cut out for Jamaicans at all. No way, Jose. Nope. Everything there is off the chain. That's crazy, right? For human beings to be living like that. That's crazy. I've always said though that I would want to go there as a tourist. Mm-hmm. And for medical reasons, but not to live by that dictatorship. Please thumbs up the live as you join, guys. Thank you for joining. Good morning. I just had some breakfast. Mosquito bite up my foot. Some rubbing on some alcohol. Yeah, can't deal with them at all. I can't out of rubbing alcohol. If that happens, me run away. All the animal I get more food than people over there. Oh God, that's like literally sinful. Even doctors, people in high qualified jobs, they have no right to their own money. They can't spend how they would want to spend. They still have their strong governance, inhumane kind of things. But come to think of it, where could we run with to? Is things is not getting bad nowadays. Where? You can't talk about America again, as Americans want to run come back to Jamaica, no? Or even American citizens is considered moving to another country. It's unbelievable, and you can bet the people in authority I live, oh my God, in luxury. Just like the Africans, all the princes and the kings, they have hundreds of servants bowing down to them, and they live in mansions and palaces. And oh God, look at how those people have to live. The servants, and even the whole African nation, in whichever African country that you have those type of people. You hear how many millions and billions they have. And look at the type of way people is living in the villages. Some inhumane type of way. It just pains my heart to see those things. God no. Pains my heart. Man, those things shouldn't... If God was like man, those things wouldn't be happening. No, he wouldn't allow it. He wouldn't allow it. It's not right, it's not fair for one or few people to be living so rich, rotten rich, kicking people. Me say, kicking people, treating people a sort of bad type of way, and they sit on thrones and have people wash their stink, nasty, dirty feet and wipe their where and all those things. Who the hell are they? We're all human beings, same flesh and blood. So those things are really, it pains my heart to see, man. Alright, try to let everyone live, if not on the same level, but live up to human standards then. You see what I'm saying? Live up to human standards. But some people live below. Even animals get treated better. Because if those people have pets, oh Jesus. Oh Lord. They get sent to hotels, go on vacations. I'm talking about the pets. They go to the groomers. They eat fancy meals. Filet mignon. It's not a joking matter. But maybe if I laugh, it makes me feel a little better. And human beings is living below human being standard. And yet we are the highest level of, we are on the top of the chain. And yet the animals that is below us, or should be below us, is living better than human beings because of the type of people that governs them. Very sad. Very, 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 very sad. So you know what? I thank God for where I am in life. I'm far from being rich. I'm not even middle class. No. But I am not gonna say that I am living poverty or below the poverty line. No. At least I wake up in the morning, I have choices of what I wanted to have for my breakfast or my tea this morning. And it was not just one or two choice. I had choices of what I wanted to eat or drink this morning. And I can eat lunch if I want. If I want to eat lunch, I have choices also. If I want to eat dinner, I have choices also. If I want to get up in the middle of the night and snack, I have choices also. And you have people scrummaging for food in some countries. Pleasant morning, Teresa. Good morning, hon. You have some people scrummaging or wondering where they're gonna find their next meal, or what will they wake up in the morning and give their children for breakfast, or tea to even go to school. Not even, some of them can't even find one dry crackers. Only thing they can do is go pick some leaves and make a cup of tea. Some of them can't hardly find the sugar to put in there. They have to send go next door, go big one neighbor, and then the neighbors take it and tell them after a while. Them something they're really painful, man. You're doing laundry today. Oh, nice. Yeah. I do my laundry separate from my. I don't do laundry quite. Yeah. Yeah, man. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. It is so, so sad that world leaders or leaders of the countries allow the people that they say they govern to be living below poverty line or poverty at all, when they are living like they are kings and queens. I hope things improve for that people. Exactly. You know, and it's not just people with our skin tone or our hair texture or different. It's every nation you find people living like that. Every nation, you know. Wanna believe, guys, we might not go to visit those places, but when we watch certain documentaries, even in America, in certain parts, I'm not even gonna call out the names of the places, but in certain states, like even in Pennsylvania, I'm not gonna call out the exact places, like even in Pennsylvania, and I'm not talking about the Amish people because their way of life is their choice. They choose to live that way. Me I talk about some Caucasian people, you see, when they laugh, the whole of them teeth rotten. Their clothes ragged. Their houses is so dilapidated. They still use outhouses, or what we call pit latrines here in Jamaica. And then type of things there. I hear that in the place close to Jamaica, people are not even allowed to catch fish. You are not serious. I never know that it was so extreme. So that means they don't have the liberty to fend for their own food. What? What? Why? Because they feel like if they can catch their own food, they won't need to suck up to them and depend on their little ration. No, that is height and heights of cruelty. Height of cruelty. Them people, they can't believe in a God. No, sir. Those peoples cannot believe in God and treat mankind that type of way. Treat the people that they claim that they care for. Care for what? Care for what? All they believe in is to dominate, to rule, to dictate. And when they export the people that catches the fish to let them have it to export, they don't benefit from it. They don't benefit from the export money. We never know that. Then this just grieves my spirit even more. Care. They don't even know the definition of care. I doubt if they even knew that such word know that such word exists. Exists. No, man. When you hear some people get up and say God really need to come for your world, those are some of the things why people would speak like that, because of what is happening here on earth. The height of cruelty. Some of them places in America where you hear people that say they want to run with those people for the eat beans from cans on like a daily basis. Their children have to eat peanut butter and bread, mostly for protein, and beans for proteins. They can't afford meat. And I don't even know if they have pantries in those areas where they can go and get some free food. Or maybe that's where they get the beans and so from. I don't know. And then those peoples, even though they suffer so much, they don't believe in farming. They don't know about vegetation. So they can plant their own seeds and get some healthy food to eat. And then can rear their own chickens, and stuff like that. Because their mentality mess up. They then train to depend upon, you know. Some of them believe in living off the system, so they don't plan to get up and go out to get a 9 to 5. Some of them don't even go to school to get education. Google Create, hi. They don't know how to fend for themselves because they never get those type of training. Their mental capacity is very limited. Thumbs up the live as you join. Google Create, welcome to my stream. Let me know where you're watching from. Welcome to Jamaica. Feel free to engage or participate in our conversation on the channel. And check out my channel videos. Yeah. Man, one thing with Jamaicans, they believe in a backyard garden. For the most part, not the people who live in the metropolitan areas or so, but you see country people, not because I don't farm, but trust me, there are people, many people that believes in plant your own pepper tree. If even your own scotch bonnet pepper we love to cook with so much, and you can step outside and pick 1 and 2 pepper. It's different in the big country where most people want to travel to because lots of opportunities are there and they are time and they are free to do whatever they want. That's a good point. I hear those people bawling now because of living. Food not cheap over there anymore, You know how much you pack 1 barrel sent to Jamaica now? So they're even wondering now if it's even worthwhile. Because it starts from buying the empty barrel. I doubt if $1,000 can pack 1 barrel anymore. And first time $300, $500 the most could have packed 1 barrel. And then it depends on the state. If it's right at Florida there, so you could have sent off 1 barrel fee, maybe $70. I don't know how much now. But further up north, I think it's over $100 now to send one. It used to be like $90. And one of them blue plastic barrels is $70. And they buy the blue plastic barrels so that people can utilize them even when they're empty instead of the paper ones. And the paper ones, they just have to burn them. But you can have the plastic drums, they call them. The years and years and years and years and years to store things or used to store water in case of a drought or in like a hurricane season time and so when we don't have any water in the pipe. It might be expensive over there, but at least the opportunity is there to make money. So they make it so they spend it back. I listen to family and friends complain every day. So they make it so they spend it back. Last night on my live stream we were talking about medical expenses. Bills. How much you pull one tooth last night. $700. And one root canal for $4,000. Eh? So you make it one co-payment. Even though you have health insurance, sometimes one co-payment is so expensive. Not to mention rent. Depends on the area. $3,000 and more for rent. Maybe some places is a one bedroom you can get for 2,000 or 2,500. And what if you have a big family? Especially one income, maybe with children, and so that is why a lot of people resort to living off the state, and nobody feel like them for work. Yeah, when they get a check every month, they make it work, and they find all the pantries, and they go and they collect the free food, and then people call them workless. Yes, in a sense. But sometimes people reach a state of depression where they say, look how much years me dey so work. All me I work, me can't see what me I work for. So me make the money, and so me spend it back in a rent and bills. And no, food is added to it because food not cheap again. If you want to buy meat to serve for the week for a family of say 4, you can't get up every day and eat leg quarters. Unless that's the only thing you eat. Because leg quarters probably the cheapest meat over there. What if you feel like you want to treat yourself to a slice of salmon? A piece of steak? It's hard, to be working days in, days out, week in, week out, months in, months out, and can't treat yourself to certain type of food, or can't go out to do fine dine even on a special occasion. And some people were now born in them the country there, them have to think about coming back home. Them have to secure something a yard. If they never lucky enough to get a piece of dead left land, yes, you have to skill it at the time, Teresa. If you never lucky enough to get a piece of dead left land, you have to know so you have to buy a piece, put it down until you can start building it. Some people can't save to do that. Unless they might go resort to just eating just the basics and wearing just the basics. And some people will work thousands a month, And you work thousands a month. So you work $5,000. Let's say some people will work $5,000 a month. And by the time they get $3,000 outside for rent, and they have car payment, and they have this year bill, phone bill, that the bill, where you going to see about that? Nothing left to see about. So you have to skill, as Teresa say, to know, say, it's not the amount that you work. The amount that you work is important, but it's the amount that you save. So if I even $1 you can tuck away, cut your eye past something. You don't have to buy clothes every month. No, you don't. Some of the places where you work, they give uniforms. Yeah, man. Some of we left yard with some mentality. When you reach them places, we have to change your mentality. As much as we love cloth and boot, that's what they call it, Teresa. Cloth and boot. As much as we love cloth and boot, if you are going to live to build on that land, because some of these people are so evil. And if I tell you, whole topic, that is a whole, because some of them, nobody take up your money boy you send here, or depend upon them to spend your money to build your house. Hey. They never live to cost your house. So they spend your money for them own way, how they want to spend it. Make themselves happy and comfortable. and tell you all sorts of lie and send all sorts of people, other people's buildings go show you. Why? Sin. People wickedy. People is so cruel. They stoop to all kind of level. The lowest of the low. So yes, every day, each day I live, I will say thank God for his mercies upon me and my family. We are far from rich. And I would never even come and say I am middle class unless I truly was. But me not live below the poverty line. All them things that also everywhere you turn makajuk you. Everywhere you turn makajuk you. You know, good to make people know your finances. When you're there foreign, if you have 120, 130, 150,000 US dollar tuck away in our account out here, you better not make your family know about it. Or your friends. Nobody not giving me no wire waste over no deadlift. Yes, encourage the children to have their own. Yeah, man, encourage them to save and have their own. Invest their money so they have it to live off of when they're in their old age. Yeah, I think deadlift land are easy sitting. Why I never see people fight over something so like how they fight over deadlift land. For real. Teresa, you see if you explain the way ways part. Me no want to put words in a Teresa but I'm not sure exactly what she means, you know? So if you can type it in the comment section, Teresa, just basic what you mean by the wire waist. Oh Jesus. And deadlift land. People can't really fight over deadlift land. And the sad part about it, I know none of them buy it something really bad. That's how she gonna say something really, really bad. So just picture the things that people will do to you, family will do to you over what them never buy, you know. Then born conceit, you know. I can give you an example. I gotta try code it up. While I was going to high school, there was this young man who lived next door to the high school that I went, and that young man was head over heels in love with me. But as a young girl, I wasn't ready for that. You understand? He would come out every evening to the school gate and lay with me and carry my book bag or my folder or my school bag, whatever you call it, and walk with me to get transportation to come home. During the lunchtime, there's a fence that separates his house from the school, and right under Aki tree where it was shaded, when I bought my lunch, I would go sit under that shade tree and he would come to the fence and talk to me. I enjoyed talking to him. I thought he was very handsome. He was so jovial. And other ladies that went to the school was drooling over him. He was like a couple years older than us, but he had eyes for me. And so he would tell me that he go wait on me and he go work and whatever plans he would feel like he want to have for both of us and so. And he got a job at a hotel in his young days. I tell you say guy work out and he look good in a terrace. I tell you say he was really fine, you know. But for some reason he felt more like family to me with the type of hair, mixed hair, curly hair and everything. I said, I don't think he's my type, you know. And he got a job at a hotel and even after um I left school, he said that he's gonna get day passes for me to come to the hotel and work and everything, and I never took any of the offers. But I'm gonna tell you what really happened when I bring up this. He had his dad's parents was living where I used to see him. His father side of family, but his mother side of family was living in Manchester. And so his mother got a parcel of land and decided to share it amongst her children. So he would most times, hi Leon, he would not want you to know, okay, whatever. And so he would live with his father, but he would go up there and his mother died. And he decides, probably they go start build on the land or so. And his own mother's brother, his uncle, put something in his food and gave it to him to eat. And he started to feel sick and ended up in the hospital. And they couldn't save him. They couldn't save him. That's how bad whatever he put in the food destroyed his inside. I wonder if Leon. I wonder if Leon was that uncle. I think so, you know. Leon, you were that wicked uncle that took your nephew's life over land. Leon, see me here in the chat, guys. This Leon here. A Leon in the name. And the guy didn't make it. And I was working by then when it happened, and I never knew that happened to him. And I saw his brother in a supermarket one Saturday evening after I left work and decided to do some shopping before going home. And I ran into his. I realized, I don't want in no relationship with him, and everybody move on, you know. And I asked him, I'm not gonna call his name either. What happened to so and so? A long time I don't see him or hear anything about him. And he paused and he said, "Oh, you just asked me, say." And I said, "What you mean? What happened to your brother?" I called his brother's name. And I said, "What happened to him? A long time I don't hear nothing about him." And he stopped and he said, "So you never hear? Say he did drop out." And I say, "What?" And when he started to tell me the story, you know, so me freeze. I couldn't do the shopping because everything started flashback. And to this day, it's like when me talk about him, me still want to get teary-eyed, you know. And I'm talking about from in my early 20s. That happened. More than half of my life. But because I knew how that person cared about me, you know. And the things that he would tell me. And I couldn't do the shopping. And he explained to me. And when I look back, I remember that my first job was working in a pharmacy. I remember that they have a cousin that came to the pharmacy one day and said that she was going to attend a family member funeral in Manchester. But she never went into any details, you know. And of course I knew that she and that guy were relatives, but it just never dawned on me. Or I probably would have went to the funeral and go to go ball. What God know everything best. And I remember, and I was like, oh my God. So that's why I did hear so and so. I thought say she have one funeral to attend in a Manchester and so on. So I say, yes, man. And he started telling me the full story about the piece of land where their mother leave for them. And their uncle, their own uncle, wipe him out for the little piece of land. Them say it's all over the world. But Jamaica people, wicked. Yeah, man, we have to afraid. Yeah, man. So I learned my lesson very well. I know that yes, people will take you out for a piece of land where they don't know how to buy. Our grandparents, our great grandparents, and it passed down from generation to generation. Me say to this day, every time I talk about it, me get emotional. Can you believe me? Food. A thing like food. Then say just a ask for water. He just a ask for water. When inside of him start feel hot, he just a ask for water. Then couldn't save him. Couldn't save him. Yeah, some dirty mind people like all that one when name Leon when not too long come in a chat. A wicked people them. I bet he never comment over here again. Let me tell him. See how him did do it. Oh my god. Yeah. Very, very sad. Very, very. I couldn't. I went home without groceries. Oh, this a call me now. 1 second, guys. Let me mute for. Yeah, it was a business call. I had to take that call. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, from the eye surgeon office in Kingston. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So, life in general is scary. Everything about life nowadays is scary. Everything. We just have to live and pray and take it one day at a time. Keep the circle very, 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 very small. So we don't care who want come on YouTube and say every day they see me sit down in here so one place by myself. I don't care. And when you see me out, who not see me with? My children. And I see me a company account about friend this and friend that and I went to this place and I went to that place. Hell no. I'm not take my foolish advice here. Keep your circle small. Keep your business limited. Keep what you let everyone knows about your life. Very limited. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Thumbs up the live, guys. Thank you for joining this this breakfast. Turned into some serious reasonings, you know. Good morning, Miss Kayla. How are you, dear? Good morning. I was so me I go end in a 5 minutes. Kayla, I've been here for 5 minutes. My green tea and my breakfast sandwich and just all in a little reason with tropical nomad and Teresa. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the thumbs up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, today feel like it's going to be warm. I may have light turn on, because, when we open up the curtains, them and the sun glare, make the phone look blurry. Even now, look. You see, look at the window? But short because I wanted a little fresh air to come through the window. What was the topic? We were talking about cost of living and, how the world is running nowadays and how people is all for themselves and the height of cruelty that people can inflict upon others all for themselves. Just me and my kids and two sisters. Yeah, Me have three sisters, you know. One by my dad's side living in England. I never grew up with that one. And I have a bigger sister here in Jamaica as well. Same mother, different father. But I have a sister that lives in America now. We are both same mom and same dad. We are very, very close. She can lock her eye and depend on me. And I will say the same for myself. She is my other half. It's like we're twins. Inseparable. You know? Same blood run through with veins. Same mother, same father. So you know how that come down. Although I see people have the same mother and same father and I still live bad with them one another, but that's not in us. You know? Mm-hmm. No, sir. And I have one brother here and two in England as well. All the England one, them are my father children, them from first marriage. Oh, you finished the breakfast and don't give me any. It's like, Kayla, look, you come late. It was green tea and a sandwich. Next time, my dear, you know you're always welcome. I might have some more fruits for lunch today. Trying to eat light, you know. It's especially in the hot time. Not too much hot food no good for you. Too much hot food no good in the hot time, yeah. The lighter you eat in the hot time, the better for you. Like a sandwich, even for dinner time, you know. And some nice water if you want to have a refreshing drink. I like me now when I drink drinks anymore. Last night I had vegetable juice, freshly made. Carrots, beetroot, ginger, and a green apple. And I think it tasted like my daughter put cucumber in it as well. Freshly made vegetable juice. No sweetener, of course. So we try as best as we can, you know. All the time, you know, once in a blue moon, we go to the kitchen go cook, you know. Because I can't stand the heat for sure. You see, when I'm cooking, when I'm hot, it tends to make me want to drink cold water. And you see, once my body is hot and I drink the cold water, then the asthma start to bother me. So I have to be careful. Anyway, me turn maka joke me. If I go outside and stand in the rain, it don't sick me. The cooler my body stays in the summertime is the better for me. But if I'm cooking, my body gets hot and I drink the cold water, that is when I get sick. My voice hoarse up and I start to have breathing issues. Our foot very short. Very short foot. The true Kayla come me talk to her a little bit before me end the live. Yeah, because I've been here for 1 hour now, guys. Yeah, in a business who I've done my fair share of cooking in my life. I used to cook for my living, you know. And cook for my children and when they're young I come up. So if I take a break from cooking now, it's well deserved. Some big pots for me cooking in my life. Some 30 pound of rice one time and 40 pound of rice one time in a one pot. You think I easy cooking them there? So hundreds of pound of chicken for the week. 300 pound or more chicken for the week in my little business place. I talk about with other meats as well. Not just chicken. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have 5 different meats on the menu for the day. I talk about breakfast and lunch, and sometimes lunch go into dinner, especially on the weekends. Hey, I used to work hard, you know. I see them now, I mash up my foot them. No, and then if me did save enough of it, you can live comfortably, but not so bad. But I was just living, you know. Girl was just living. And I couldn't be all by myself, so I had to hire people. So the money never they just make and put enough in my pocket alone. So if I say I stop cooking now or I cook when I feel to cook, nobody not supposed to come say nothing to me. And if I want to sit up right here every day of my life and choose when I want to go out, nobody nothing nothing say to me because me used to get up 4:30 and reach in my kitchen by 5 o'clock. No, I used to get up at 4 o'clock and reach in my kitchen by 5:30, latest morning time, and start preparing breakfast to meet people's demands. You understand? So guys, I'm gonna end the live now and I'm seeing only one person here. So Kayla, if you're still here, Teresa, Tropical Nomad. Bye for now, guys. Look out for a video today on not Eat with Jules, on Joyful Julie reacts and vlogs. Exactly, Miss Kayla. So guys, bye Teresa. Thank you for coming. Madman, come back. Bye. This is a people crazy. People crazy. Tropical Nomad.